Oh, that's a lot.
Just let me finish chewing.
Ooh, what you chewing?
While chewing, Nibbles, did you saw that even Jacob Burgess thinks you should watch that game?
Can't do it. Sorry. Not gonna happen.
You have to.
Cognitive dissonance is too strong.
Okay. Who would like to remind us what happened last week?
We got Pruny.
We were more under the sea.
Got Pruny?
We discovered Throne Room? ?
But before that.
And Frozen Dude. And something before that. Yes, we fought a thing.
Robots.
Yes, robots. Forgot about the robots.
Robot bears.
Oh, yeah. I still have one of those in my backpack.
You sure do.
Also,
it'll be fine.
Ice spirits that are activated by light. That's not going to come back to bite us in the ass. Or eyes.
Or eyes, yeah.
Honestly, if it weren't by the DM warning, I thought the lights in that room were the source of the Mambo Jumbo. I wouldn't have thought it through the thing and the thought.
Yeah, and apparently that whole area was being infested by, I don't want to call them forest spirits because they're in a forest around here, but just elemental spirits, I guess, maybe?
Primal spirits, I think, is probably the best term since we're using the term old magic.
Some stuff that only Amma can see.
Yeah. We've kind of touched on this before. There's no, one universal term for them because they're not necessarily known or accepted by a lot of cultures. Some call them yucca, some call them mushi, or just spirits.
And then we
Speaking of which,
little nap.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry to tangent a little bit outside the game, but Jamie, did you know that in Tomb of Annihilation there's some little creatures that resemble those, our spirits?
I did not. Or maybe I did and I just forgot.
They are.
They're black instead of white, but yeah, they've got that same kind of little forest spirit vibe going.
Anyway, we something a body of
cultist.
Of a cultist.
Well, you made him a body.
He was a body.
He was on his way out.
There's literally nothing we could do.
And I think we. Also there's. Rizwin got death by a second.
Mm-hmm. Very suspicious.
Incredibly.
And we were on the way to somewhere. We assume where the cultists are. And we are pruny.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you all are... swimming down a set of stairs, I would like everybody to make con saves. However, since y'all know that this is coming, I will say that 4 people can get the aura of protection. Does that sound fair?
That's fair.
I would not take the aura of protection because I'm proficient in con saves.
I will not take the aura of protections because I don't know it's coming, and I choose to believe fire doesn't either.
That's fair. I should say you don't know, but you can maybe guess or suspect.
There's player knowledge that it's flying over my head. Mm-hmm. So I choose to play with that.
I will ask this in the way that feels appropriate. How close to Pert is Camille following?
I don't know. That depends on Pert's natural inclination to range ahead or not.
Well, that's the thing. Pert is ranging ahead. So
I
say he's ahead.
Yeah, I'm not making these decisions for you guys. I'm the buff. You guys work around it.
No, I just didn't know if you were going to be at the head of the group or.
I mean, he'd be near the front, but
No, my head is on my desk.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't get a choice. I have it.
I
It's not
think
me.
Kara probably would get one.
Kara would be
Yeah.
close.
How about all 3 NPCs?
Fair.
Okay, hang on.
Let me pull up Kara.
We start
Mhm.
with the right foot.
So good.
Hey, I'm fine.
The dice are telling a story.
Hey.
Macarena.
And here I'm missing. Come on. +5 to that. Is that everybody?
I think so. I see 6 PCs and 3 NPCs.
Okay.
And, well, 4 NPCs, I guess, if Melis counts as an NPC.
Mm-hmm. Is Melis at advantage?
No, but I can't turn that off.
Okay, that's fine. Also, Emma, please make me a perception check. Okay. It is dark and hard to see, even with dark vision. You don't necessarily notice anything out of the ordinary. So down the stairs you go, and as they level out, and you swim through a hallway, you come to a fork in the hallway. One goes left, one goes right.
Anything stand out about the hallways that strike us as interesting or out of the ordinary?
Any difference between them?
Creepy?
Make me a perception check.
Is that a general one for anyone who's interested or myself?
Sure. Or tell me, if somebody wants to look around or look for something, tell me what you're looking for or what you want to roll.
I asked that question, so I'll roll.
Yeah.
Pert is going to investigate which side's more used.
Okay. The hallway's very bare. There is, like, if there was like a carpet or decorations on the walls or anything like that at one point, it's all decayed. It's just like swimming through stone hallways. With a 10, I think you guys have been around within this building long enough that somebody would have noticed. There's no seams on the walls. There's no, like, bricks.
Just solid stone.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was carved or molded from one solid piece.
Yeah. Or maybe molded with magic.
Like the earth was shaped.
Yeah.
Jamie, did we decide from one quiet year, are there buildings that are like that still in Carcamont?
There are no buildings quite like this in Carcamont.
Okay.
There are some that are
Built
like
by magic?
marble and magic, but not
on this level.
Not quite like this.
Okay.
I would also like to assert that every once in a while, like, I don't know, every 30 seconds or minute or something, Rizwin is just making a mouth noise quietly to herself.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So if that ever is quiet, let me know.
Sure. Pert. There is a little bit of like silt just kind of floating through the water that suggests that something like might have kicked up some of it from the floor. It's in both directions.
There's a moment of hesitation, then Pert kind of half separates the silt with his fingertips and looks back at the party. I'm going to say left.
Okay.
And then they all died.
Is that silt coming from behind us? Does it look kicked up from behind us?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not like big murky clouds. There's just like little bits of debris in the air, almost like it's snowing.
Okay, just wanted to check to see if we had maybe taken a different path to get here than they had, and they had just kind of like gone in a circle, or like we were watching them. They came from one direction and went the other.
Yeah.
Left sounds good to me.
Okay. So you go left down the hallway. It after like maybe 60, 70 feet, it curves to the right. And you get this big long stretch. To your left, there are a bunch of columns, and just a view to the outside. What you think might have been a really beautiful view once, now it's just mostly darkness and carved stone covered in silt and seaweed. On the right-hand side, there are, you pass by one room that, it has a doorway but no door.
I poke my head into it.
You do not see much in here. There's, piles of silt on the floor, and that's about it.
How large are these piles of silt? Could they be concealing something?
Something small, maybe.
I'll have a quick rummage around.
Okay. Rummaging around, all you really find are shards of clay pots.
Those don't sparkle.
No.
Okay.
Continuing on down this hallway, you come across 4 more rooms on that side that are all open. You can do, like, somebody can give me a perception or investigation check for, like, all 4 of them, if you'd like.
I will assist whoever does that.
Wow.
Pert.
Apparently my dice are telling a story.
It's not just you today. There is not very much left in these rooms. There's some stone, what you think might be planters, more pots. Most of them are broken, made of clay and stone. You see like little designs carved into some of them. A crab crawls out of one of the planters when you disturb it.
Hello, Mr. Pinchy. Pert brings the crab back and just hands it to Fire.
Crab friend!
The 4th room has actually a stone, like a stone table that is. You think this one might not be magical because it's like very, very worn and covered in crud, whereas most of the other stone in here isn't. looking it over once, you see that there is an inscription in a language that I don't think you can read.
Probably I only have Common Vidalcan, Draconic, Undercommon, Fertile Celestial.
I think this is maybe something that we should discuss. I think Pert might recognize, like, it kind of looks like Celestial, but it'd be like me trying to read Old English.
Yeah, so it might be Celestial, but if it is, it's foreign enough that it's kind of... Maybe? This one says Peter. Oh, gosh.
Sounds like a job for a person who can read everything.
Hey, Zoe?
And Zoe uses her eyes of all reading.
Pert brings her back to the table and shows her where he found the inscriptions.
Inscribed into the table is "Do not touch."
Do not touch.
I mean, that just makes me want to touch it.
Pert washes his hands.
In
Wait,
the water.
What can
Oh,
I
we're
touch? Where? Where can I touch?
This sign says touch Rizwin if she is okay with it.
I mean, we probably shouldn't.
I
know, but
should
that
say
was more
to
the player.
see the inscription, Pert would have already had to, like, well, not necessarily touch the table. I guess you could have just, like, made motion in the water to blow the silt off.
Oh no, Pert is very much a tactile person.
Okay, so Pert has already touched the table.
That's
And it's
why
a table.
He's washing his hands.
It's a table with what?
Bert, you're washing your hands while we're underwater.
What does the table has?
Nothing.
What?
Would it be fair to say this might have been some sort of gallery or showing room?
Make, what kind of check do you think this would be?
Intelligence?
Sure, give me an intelligence check. So, within these rooms, you've seen a lot of planters.
It's a garden. Is that what it is?
Or it might have been, like, looking out past the columns, you think that might have been a garden, and this might have been, like, either some sort of nursery, or other kinds of plants, or, like, a place to view the garden.
Mm-hmm. A green room, for lack of a better... room for greenery.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't really explain what's going on with this table, but...
Well, that's where the poisonous plant was stored. Or the magical ornament that made sure there was always the right amount of light. That's now spread out, and now makes us attracted to the light.
Also possible.
Jamie's currently quickly scribbling notes down.
I'll say that one of those was correct.
I missed what they said. I'm sorry. But I'll roll with it.
There isn't really anything else left in this room.
So I was just saying nothing else that stands out.
No.
Just pots.
Just a table that says "Do not touch."
And it's a dead end?
No. So there's 5 rooms on the right side of the hall that you're just kind of going down one by one. The 5th room on the right side has actually more stuff in it.
Ooh, stuff.
It's still mostly covered in silk, but you find a hammer, some chisels, and, like, little... I shouldn't say little, like 1 to 2 foot long blocks of stone that have kind of rounded over time. These don't seem to have that magical protection.
Like a sculptor's room, maybe?
Maybe.
The tools, wooden mallet, I'm guessing the wood's all gone.
Oh yeah, there's a hammerhead.
Right.
It's really gross. Like, it's more corrosion than metal.
It's just a vaguely defined pile of rust.
Ah, nature.
So it sounds like we might have found like some workrooms or.
So I'm forgetting, are we in saltwater or freshwater?
It's fresh water.
Hmm. I think this is just scenery.
Yeah, I say we just keep going until something truly stands out and we get a clue as to where the cultists went.
Okay.
When we move to the next part, given that there was no sign, I'm gonna touch a bunch of things. Just boop them.
Just to
Okay.
get the urge out.
Boop,
Yeah,
boop,
little,
boop, boop, boop.
little clouds of sort of grayish brown silt kind of go poof, poof as you touch things.
Hee hee hee.
How is Crab Friend doing on Rizwin's shoulder fire?
Rizwin?
I'm not in control of the crab. I didn't like eat him or anything.
I think he might be trying to get into your hair.
Hmm.
See? That way you're not bored.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're still fine. You come to the end of the hall. It curves to the right. And it. So you see up ahead, there's a fork, one going straight and one path going left. Also,
Oh.
on your left, there is a door, and it is closed.
Is this the first door we find?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. That is weird.
That is weird, yeah.
I was gonna do this anyway, but now I'm gonna like doubly do this, and I'm gonna ask Pert for help as I'm doing it. I checked the area for traps, like the door specifically, and like the floor in front of the door. Even though I guess we're not standing on the floor.
Is it a wooden door or metal stone door?
It looks to. I will include that in Rizwin's check for traps.
Mm-hmm.
Pert will happily assist.
That's
Or
investigation? Question mark.
Pert, what's check for traps? Is it an investigation?
It's under investigation normally, yes.
Well, this was my idea, so I guess I have to roll.
Go.
Yep, that's about right.
Woo! So the door is made of wood and metal.
Wait. What?
Wood and metal.
Ah, I
Like,
heard.
Sorry.
I
wood
heard
planks.
wooden metal.
Wood planks like bound by metal, presumably.
Yep. You don't think it's trapped. You don't see any obvious signs of a trap. It also doesn't seem to be locked.
I will open it then.
David first.
That's good. Go ahead.
You go to open it, and you can feel it kind of shift, but you gotta put your back into it to get this door to move.
Would you like me to roll a strength check?
Yeah.
I can do that still. Haha. Something
Very
I'm good
nice.
at.
Okay. The door swings open. Do you go inside?
What's on the other side of the door?
Yeah, do I see anything?
Make me a perception check. You see vague, like, desk shapes from inside. Pert, you also see this. You also hear, like, very faint clicking sounds.
There's something in here. Pert compares the clicking sound to the sound of Crab Friend. Does it sound like Crab
More
Friend?
crabs.
I don't think that's what it is.
It's not quite the same.
Rizwin doesn't hear that. She doesn't see anything dangerous. She says, "Looks clear to me," and goes inside.
Pert
Okay.
draws his rapier but follows Rizwind.
I follow immediately behind. Crab friends.
I'm expecting crossbow friends.
Well, I'm gonna put you here. This is not a fight yet. But you can put yourselves down here.
Do you just want the PCs on there for now?
Whoever's going in the door.
Okay.
Why is there a black line?
I don't know. I think I drew it by accident.
Okay.
We're good.
I will wait outside the door in case someone needs me.
Okay, we will say that the NPCs are also waiting outside with you, Camille.
Amma, you're staying away, outside or inside? Yes.
Missed?
If you prefer to stay outside, it's okay. I just wanted to give you the opportunity.
Is everyone else going in?
Nope.
Camille's staying outside, the NPCs are staying outside.
Everyone else is going in.
You're also, like, not... You are outside of a door. You are not married to this decision.
I'm gonna stay outside.
We're literally 5 feet outside that door at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. So Rizwin, you're entering first. Those that enter after her, you see what looks like maybe some sort of either a classroom or a workstation. There's a bunch of stone desks, bookshelves. There are 2 windows. They are open. Just like, every other window that you've encountered here. You see a fairly large, odd-looking chest over here. And a whole bunch of very tiny little metallic things just at the edge of your dark vision skittering around. Zoe, as you enter, they all kind of stop what they're doing and start moving towards you.
What are they?
Sort of metallic-looking crab friend. What do you call it? The crab that uses a shell and changes its shell.
Hermit crabs.
Hermit crabs. That's what they remind me of.
Do you have an image that you could share, Jamie?
Please, I will search for one while y'all roll initiative.
Oh no.
Initiative?
I caused a fight.
But I don't want to fight the crab. Look, they're so freaking cute.
They look kind of related to Modrons.
They also have screws or drill bits for heads.
Hey, screw you, buddy.
I'll roll initiative, if only just to get on the tracker. If I hear commotion, I will run it.
Okay.
You need a token.
Yeah, roll the... You can put yourself, like, down here behind the door, basically.
Yeah, I'll put myself 5 feet behind the top of the door.
Now, where the f*** are these things?
I have a problem, guys.
Uh-oh.
I'm finding more and more things in this game cute. I cannot fight them like this.
You don't have to fight them.
Do you
I'll
guys
fight them. I'll crush them for you.
do you remember the Goliath I played for one of the one shots? He ended up not wanting to battle anything because everything was cute. I'm having that issue.
I will put more terrifying and grotesque things in front of you then.
You know, you just need to make them do something grotesque while looking cute.
Yeah, that could save the day.
You know, like I remember the Tooth Fairies from the second Hellboy movie.
Oh yeah. Ooh, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need a couple minutes.
Okay. Hey, that gives me time to go to the bathroom. 2-minute break.
Gives me time to get.
I am reminded
I
of
get
Pinchy
chocolate.
from The Simpsons. Buck.
Back.
Welcome back.
Did I just see that Ty was back?
Yep.
Welcome back.
I'm here.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So I finally got around to watching How to Train Your Dragon last night.
Mm-hmm.
You'd never seen it before?
No, from everything I was like kind of meh on it, but it was really good.
It is. All three of them are quite good.
I had gotten the impression from like all the media and everything surrounding it that Toothless was just a gigantic idiot derp all the time, but he's actually badass.
Yeah.
He's a badass idiot derp.
Like a
Or the-
giant cat.
Like a giant cat with this very strong protection instinct.
Mm-hmm.
All the dragons are cats.
Yeah, I guess so. Ugly cats, but cats nonetheless.
You
But
take
it's a
that
very
back.
pretty cat.
No, there are ugly cats in the world. I'm sorry. They're still wonderful and deserve pets, but they can be ugly.
I'm trying to remember if they ever did the fourth movie or not.
No,
Yeah.
only 3. Never
And
saw
a
the.
TV series or something.
Oh, the TV
Yeah.
show came out after the first movie. It's not bad. At
Never
least
saw
the
the
seasons
th-
I watched.
I think it's geared towards younger kids, though.
Yeah.
Never saw the 3rd movie.
Okay, is everybody ready to go?
Ready?
So,
I was gonna
Yeah.
say fire because I can't remember Quasta for some reason. It might be the Simpsons pinchy situation where, to your eyes, everything's cute, but to another person's perspective, it's a slothering beast of disaster.
Nope, don't know the reference. Do we have a tie though?
I heard that at some point.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so Emma, you're up first.
Nothing has really happened, right?
Nothing has really happened yet.
Yeah, I'm just waiting around.
Okay. Rizwin, you notice that these things are starting to head in your direction.
I see.
I want to be clear. These are like these are swarms. They're not medium-sized creatures. Each
Ooh.
of the little robots is like the size of your baby finger.
I see. So each of these tokens is like 50
Is a
little
is
tiny
a
things.
swarm. Yeah, 50 to 50 or so of these little things.
If I glance around real quickly, do I see anything that looks vaguely like a bucket?
Make me a perception check.
I still have that tarp that couldn't use to grab one of the flying birds.
Yeah. I can make a perception check. I don't want to look long enough for it to be a full action though. If I don't see anything.
Okay, there's nothing in your immediate vicinity that you go, ooh, that would be perfect.
Okay. And can I tell that they're specifically looking at Zoe?
Given the way you're grouped up, I don't think it's so easy for you to tell. I think Zoe would be able to tell that she's being targeted because they, like, immediately changed when she walked in the room, but because she's behind you, it's not so easy for you to see.
Yeah, I will just try to be in front, I guess.
Sorry, I forgot to roll initiative for NPC.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay,
move here, and then I will ready an attack action if they make a hostile action of any kind towards myself or any of my party.
Okay. Hurt.
Should the NPC roll initiative?
I wouldn't worry about it, honestly.
Okay.
Is the one on the chest also rushing forward?
Yes.
Okay. I think then Hurt will... yeah. Hurt will just step in their path and attempt to inspect them to see if there's something that is motivating them, if they can be persuaded to follow perhaps, the metal of his weapon. If he waves a dagger over their head, do they swarm back and forth in the direction of a dagger? And if so, if he throws the dagger in a direction, does that cause them to chase after the dagger? Basically, he's trying to do animal handling with a thing that's not an animal.
Roll robot handling?
Persuasion.
Robot wrangling?
Roll me a what? Animal handling is wisdom, right?
Yes.
Roll me wisdom check. You can tell that they seem pretty fixated on something behind you and don't really. They are now vaguely interested in you, but only because you put yourself in the way.
Pert continues to figure out ways to distract them. That'll be his turn. Figure quotes.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. They're very interested in you, Pert.
Uh-oh.
But not the dagger?
Not the dagger.
So it's not their turn yet, so you just see them like shifting their face all towards you in the same at the same time.
Yeah.
I am picturing the seagulls from Finding Nemo.
Why?
Camille?
Did, from his vantage at the rear, did they activate once? Could I tell that they activated once someone got close? Or, could I tell what the triggering point was for them to get air
You
quotes
did notice
hostile?
that they seem to. You can see them from where you are, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't see this one over here. It's out of your dark vision, but these ones over here you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they seem to get interested when Zoe walked in the room.
Okay, I am going to move in front of Zoe.
Okay.
Can I holding when you hold something, it can be any action, right? Or is it just the attack action?
It can be any action, but you have to specify.
Okay, it will be radiant consumption.
Okay.
And you have to specify a trigger as well. And it uses your reaction when you do it.
Then if they get close enough to and are hostile, I will activate it. So if they get up in my face or Zoe's face, then that goes off.
Okay. It is the swarms' turn. Number one is gonna come. Oh, hang on. So it's gonna go It can make it. Yeah, it can make it. It's gonna go straight for Zoe. Brisbane, you get an attack of opportunity.
Do I perceive that as a hostile action?
I mean, it's. You tell me.
They seem to come directly towards you, but then they
And then just go straight by.
Yeah,
straight by.
A dog would do the same thing if it wanted to bite or pet you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I can't
I like
read
it
in
when
their
dogs
body
pet
language if they're just aggressive or curious.
I would say you can kind of glance back and see what they do and then hold it for the next ones.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Fire, same deal. Let me put this on top.
I just look them in awe. Look at the little things.
How do I put this on top? Move to front. Zoe, they are like all over you.
Oh no.
They're crawling all over.
Friends?
This is GM. This should not be an advantage. So it's a 20.
Nope. Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little
It is
things.
12. So it's 12 piercing damage. How the fuck did it calculate this? Is this Nibbles? How do I tell if the 7 is actually rolled?
It's not rolled. It's average.
Okay.
If it's blackened, it's rolled.
The bold text is what's rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
correct.
12 plus 9, ignore the 6. Let me see if I can fix this so that it actually rolls. How do I make it do that?
Double brackets.
Square brackets.
Like that, but apparently even putting spaces in there doesn't. Damn.
Okay. This is a test.
Hello.
Okay.
You just need to leave
Um,
it even.
It's 12 damage, not 12 plus. It's 3d6, or if they've taken half damage, it's 2d6.
Plus 2d6 force damage. That's at the end of the text.
Okay.
Sorry, it wasn't set up properly. I'm sorry.
I derped. I apologize. I'm not reading well.
That's okay.
Force damage. That's my trick.
These things are like trying to drill into you.
Mm.
No, geez.
Number 3 is gonna. Radiant consumption is at
Is
the
activated.
end of their turn.
Let me reread the ability.
It's in the end of Kamel's turn.
Action, blah, blah, blah. At the end of my turn.
The end of your turn. Okay. Number 3 is gonna go shooting past here. Rizwan, you can take an attack of opportunity.
I will do so this time. This one.
14 misses.
As soon as they enter in my space, they
Oh.
have spore in the face.
I think that's 15, right? Or no, it's not +1. It just acts as a magical weapon, right?
Mm-hmm. Milford, yes.
Yes, that's 14.
Okay. So that misses. Spores?
Spores. Why do I bother?
You'll get an 8 one of these days.
Con save, nothing happens. But this one gets up to here. It can't it can't enter legally, it can't enter the same space.
Too many robots
So it
already
just
swarming.
buzzes angrily around Zoe's head, waiting for its chance.
Lol.
The other one's gonna basically do the same thing. It doesn't seem that interested in anybody but Zoe. Number 4 is going to go for Pert, though.
Are they medium size?
The swarm is considered medium.
Ah.
It is easy to squash a bunch.
That's a miss.
Yeah, I bet it is. Pert, they're not really, like, going for your face or arms or anything. They seem to be, like, trying to eat away at something around your torso. Fire.
This one does not spark joy.
You got me with that.
Well, time to throw them out in the trash.
I'm gonna just move these to the side so you don't lose your tokens.
I apologize, everyone. I forgot an ability I have. You all have 10 temporary hit points.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
So-
you were going to say Hellish Rebuke, but
What was that too?
Oh, also Hellish Rebuke. I
Okay.
forgot both my abilities.
That's okay. Roll me your Hellish Rebuke.
Why is it 10 HP?
It's a Celestial Warlock ability.
Yeah.
It's basically Inspiring Leader.
Fire, you're gonna have more temporary hit points than actual hit points.
You cannot stack them.
Oh.
Unless you want to change that.
Dexterity save. Fail. What kind of damage is this?
Fire.
Hello.
Fantastic. It's like the fire magic still happens underwater, but there's like these little puffs, and then it immediately like caves in under the pressure of the water. But the damage still happens. And you like burn away almost half of these little things. Tiny little metallic clinks as they slowly fall to the ground through the water. The swarm has been cut in half. So now we use the second number.
Please leave me the fuck alone.
Fire, it is your turn.
I'm thinking they probably immune to poison, being that they're robots, and I don't want to incinerate
Oh,
all
shit.
of us.
No, I fucked something up. No,
What?
I didn't. Never mind. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So I guess, no surprise, my best idea is conjure woodland. Oh no! What happened if I conjure woodland beings here?
They drown.
You would
After-
get something that is capable of water breathing, if there isn't anything.
Well, woodland beings is fey creatures.
Yes.
Oh, they drown.
Are there aquatic fey creatures?
I don't know.
I mean, they don't instantly drown. They'd be around for con modifier minutes, and then they would start making con saves before they start drowning.
I don't want to do that to them.
Until Fire goes, oh fuck no, and dismisses them.
Yeah, like they could just be around for the battle, and then you could dismiss them, and they wouldn't drown.
This does not seem like fire.
No, I wouldn't do that. How do I don't have any fae that has like swim of speed or something?
I think
Nothing.
you might have convinced me to give you water hags or whatever they're called.
Sea hags. They should be at level 2. You should be able to see them if they are there.
Is this thing? That's not a water. Yeah, sea hag is there.
Does it breathe underwater?
Yes.
Yeah, they're amphibious.
I think I'm gonna cast it because animals will be better, but this one lasts an hour, and I want it to just not be to just this thing, so useful spell slot. So I'm gonna cast one Fey level 2.
Okay. And there is a preference given to things that can survive in this environment, so you are automatically going to get a sea hag.
Yay.
Sorry, Jimmy, I made a mistake.
Okay.
It was 11 damage, not 16.
No, it's the
Oh, because it's not a warlock spell.
I thought it got cast at level 2. It got cast at level 1.
it should
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Then we have to. Something else has to happen.
I think sorry. Hellish Rebuke is a level 2 spell, right? I'm pretty sure the Tiefling treat thing casted like one higher level than the base one.
No, it's a hellish. You get thaumaturgy, hellish rebuke, first level, darkness, second level.
It doesn't matter. Well, actually, it does matter.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You know what? I'm right. Ignore me.
But it is a second level spell.
Yep.
Hey, Camille,
Yo.
please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're fine. I apologize, I thought this was a warlock spell. The spell bounces off of them and goes towards Camille, who deftly dodges it.
So, is the effect of the spell on Camille because it would take half damage?
Hellish Rebuke, I don't think, is a. Half as much on a.
Let me look it up.
When you say Hellish Rebuke being a warlock spell, you just mean because it's cast as the racial bonus? Because it is definitely on the warlock spell list.
It's being cast as a tiefling.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something I have access to because of tiefling.
Or half as much damage on a successful one. So you take half damage, Camille.
Which is.
8.
8.
Yeah, your spell bounced right off of it. Although I might have given you some extra information there.
Good to know. I was about to cast Cloud Kill.
Does
I
it
mean,
provoke,
that's meta.
Go ahead, Ty.
It's meta. We don't know that information.
Yeah, well,
Do what you
I
would have
just-
done anyways.
I'm casting Woodland Being, but before that, I was considering Cloud Kill. I didn't, but good idea I didn't. I was waiting for Jamie to put the token all this time and just realized it was my job.
I'm pretty sure if I put the token out, you wouldn't be able to move it.
You're correct. You're totally correct. I was waiting, and it was my fault. So meet Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Yeah, scary. Well, I don't find it scary, but I'm sure other people might.
Hannah. Do a lot. Ooh. Hannah gonna stare at number 3.
Okay.
Ah, that's to you.
One frightened creature?
Ah, one frightened feature. Ah, it's humanoid. Ah, okay.
They frighten everything around them.
Humanoids.
If humanoids around them.
Humanoids. These are not humanoids.
Also, I will point out the wording is every humanoid.
Yep. So close to number 3.
Okay. That hits. It doesn't. It manages to like catch one of them, and it goes flying through the water and tings across the stone of the back wall. But it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you or she might have hoped.
No, man. She hisses.
Okay. Anything else?
As a bonus action, Fire would have cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
That's it.
Zoe.
Zoe's a little freaked out at this point, and I don't know how this is actually going to work. But she's going to cast Far Step.
Ooh.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Ty, because I didn't know this, but this horrible thing happened to you.
Oh no.
Yeah. Why do I have this thing?
Does it? I'm level 10.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Or of Courage. 10 people within 10 feet of me don't suffer fear effects.
Oh, awesome! Combo! Wombo combo!
Wombo combo.
People approaching her from the other end, however, are screwed.
Yeah, Rizwin, you're not close enough.
Yeah. That happens at the start of my turn.
Okay. Okay. Far Step. You teleport up to 60 feet. Perfect. Where are you going?
Does the thing on her come with her?
No, it does not.
Okay. And if there was any other things on her that these things were actually attracting them to her, did they come with her?
Oh, that's interesting. You're not sure.
That was me, the player. That was Zoe freaking out and running the way.
Okay. Well, you've successfully ran.
Zoe's also a creature of habit, so Eldritch Blast, because that was a bonus action.
Perfect.
Nope. Yeah, wait, yep. Because that was a spell. This is a cantrip that can actually work. At the ones that were actually on her.
Is that how spell immunity works? Or spell direction? Spell
Yes.
redirection works? Okay. Cantrips can still hit.
You can. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood the question. I don't know.
We'll say yes.
What does it say, the thing?
It says 3rd level or lower.
Oh.
Spoilers. But cantrips sometimes work differently, so it doesn't say anything about cantrips.
Cantrip is lower than 3rd level, in my opinion.
Which one are you targeting?
The one on her, and apparently actually not her.
Number 1.
Number 1? Okay. It cannot redirect the spell. Let me just double check before I say that it
Trips
doesn't
are
work.
classified as level 0, so it's lower than 3.
Okay, so yeah, they don't seem to have any. Your Eldritch Blast don't seem to have any effect.
Did they bounce to any of us?
No. It is Kara's turn.
This is going to be. Let me just see the ruler. There's 10 feet. Because it's got a 10-foot horror, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my aura overrides that, so she'll just come up and Hiya the Swarm, because she doesn't know any better.
That misses.
She Haya'd to no effect.
Yeah. Emma. You are starting to notice more of a commotion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna have Melis attack number 1.
Okay.
Also keep in mind you're all in my aura. The good and the bad.
19. Okay. That hits for... Okay. Melis manages to swat a couple out of the air.
And then I'm a fireball at number 1 as well.
Okay. Oh. It's really hard shooting these little tiny things out of the water.
Yep.
Rizwin.
Hello.
Please make me a wisdom save. Wisdom save.
But I don't wanna. See, I told you I didn't wanna.
You are frightened for a minute. You can repeat each turn. I'm not gonna kill you.
I'm just gonna turn around and go this way.
Yeah, go help her.
Oh, wait. You are not surprised, so you can avoid making eye contact so you can avoid using throwing the initial throw. If you do that, you have disadvantage in attack rolls against the hag. So you don't want to attack the hag, so it doesn't matter. You can avoid the roll.
I mean, I guess. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do that then. And attack. Let's see, it was 1 that's taken damage so far, right?
1 and 3.
Well, I'll attack 3.
3 has a little thing.
Oh, no, I won't. I'll attack 2. Sorry.
Okay. That hits.
Oh yeah, bonus action I rage.
Okay, that's fine.
And then again.
That hits.
All done.
Okay. You do notice that even though your dagger is considered magical, it still doesn't seem to be. It seems to be struggling to do damage against these things.
Wow. Did Melas did normal damage or not?
No, Melis did half damage.
Okay.
Hurt.
So, I know Pert was not there when Zoe went shopping. Does it seem like it's after his new dagger or his cloak?
Make me an insight check. Neither. You still have a jar on you, right?
The Hellhound head?
Yeah, they're trying real hard to get in that thing.
Against his best judgment, Pert takes the jar off his hip and yeets it into the wall over here.
What jar of what?
Pert's had that Hellhound head on him for months.
Oh.
So it is.
Get you.
Please draw shape. Oh, it's black, that's why.
That's a poor choice of colors.
Sure is.
Was that enough
Red.
to shatter the jar, or just to make it land in the corner?
Make me a strength check. You're throwing it through water.
That's
You do it in athletics.
15.
Stat.
I don't think you get it there. I think maybe you get it like here.
Halfway there, and it kind of drifts the rest of the
Yep.
way.
It is very difficult to throw anything through water.
And then Pert tries to pull an empty vial out of his alchemist kit, which he can't do anything with yet, but at least he's got it so he can try to preserve some of them later, if there's any left by his next turn.
Camille!
Also going to...
Oh, sorry.
With that noise, I'm going to say that the giant woman kicks the door open again.
Okay.
With a 7.
Okay. She's on the initiative. She's ready to go. Camille.
Yeah.
You saw Pert throw something through the water.
And Zoe's yeeted herself away. But these things are still here. I'm just gonna try to crush them with my hand.
Okay.
Bludgeon them with fist.
Punch hits.
punch hits. Make sure
I
can-
love that you have punch coded on your shit. Holy shit, that punch.
I do too.
Which one are you targeting?
1.
1. So it takes 10 radiant and 3 bludgeoning.
Yep.
Okay. It is now. The swarm is now like half its original size.
Then punch again.
Oh my god, that punch!
Jesus Christ!
Oh!
Hi, Sayatama.
That was 2 punches.
Yeah, I'm not that strong. Pretty strong.
2-Punch Man! Well, they're not dead yet. You managed to bonk another couple, and they slowly float to the ground.
Yeah, he's basically just trying to grab and like it's punch, but he's grabbing them and crushing them basically.
Okay.
Stepping
else?
on them?
That's it because they're all around him, and Zoe's far away.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, radiant consumption.
5 to everything. 3 to myself and Kara.
What is everything? How much?
10 feet. Jamie,
Oh,
can you put
man.
a 10-foot circle on me that other people can see?
No, I need to
can
remember,
see
Nama.
10-foot circle.
Because I have one for myself, just for my own auras.
Yeah, I can see your circle. I see if I can figure out how to make
I
it.
really wish they would just let you make those.
Yeah, they need to make an aura, that like a paladin aura thing.
But it, like if I can see what you've done, I should be able to make it so that everybody can see what you've done.
Yeah.
Player permission, see. Can people see now?
Hey.
I can see that.
Ooh,
They
I can
did.
see that. Technology.
I figured it out.
Cool technology.
5 damage to everything.
You hear a hiss.
Um.
And a mow.
Oh,
What is it? Uh-huh.
did I post my D&D cat picture yesterday? Yes, I did. Okay.
Anyways, swarm of tiny robots. Pert, as you throw this jar across the room, the swarm just zoop, and starts trying to get in the jar. You can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Catch some of them in the vial.
Contested dexterity.
Sleight of hand.
Okay, you make a sleight of hand. I'll make a dexterity saving throw. I'm
Thank you.
almost positive you're gonna win. Oh, it's
That
closer
was
than I
really
thought it would be.
close.
I think you get 1.
That's okay.
We're collecting a lot of robots from here. Also, Jamie
Potentially deadly rabbits.
number 1 has spore in the face.
Okay. It's a spell?
No, it's an ability.
Okay.
They take 5 necrotic, if they care.
The tiny little necrotic spores cover the last few remaining robots in this swarm, and they fall to the ground. They are cursed.
Yay! Spore did something.
Number 2 swims through all of you. You can make attacks if you like.
I will.
The hag will.
Uh, 17 hits. 25 hits. Hang on, this is number 2.
Also,
Okay, hang on. I got confused.
that's okay. I'm just gonna do my Relentless Avenger thing.
17 that hits, and Rizwan 23 hits.
5 damage.
Ooh, there's like 2 left in this swarm. There's a very tiny swarm.
Did fire take? Your reaction was s'mores, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It starts swarming around this head in a jar too. And so does number 3.
Rip Kara.
Is she at disadvantage?
No, so she actually might hit.
18 hits. 1 whole damage.
Okay.
Yay, resistance. Listen, she's untrained. She's like level 1.
She's less than level 1.
She'll be level 1 by the time we train her for a bit.
Fire.
Why do these things want that?
They are currently swarming over something in the middle of the room that Pert threw.
But what did you throw?
The mummified hound head.
Okay.
Hey, Jamie, can I say I'm not pleased with your implications here?
Oh?
They go after the demon head and a thing some people perceive as a demon.
Well, they might be half built by racist angels. I whack.
Give me a whack. That hits. Okay.
And the hack goes to here and claws the little thingies that trying to go away.
Okay. That hits. That's enough. That kills it.
Woo! That's fire turn. Yeah, the hack munch on them.
There's this awful sound of screeching metal. This has also lost. No, it hasn't. Never mind. Zoe!
Zoe pulls out her dagger and readies to jump the fuck away if they get close.
Wait, should I be rolling at disadvantage? The whack?
Oh, yes, because it's in water.
14.
Okay, 14 misses.
Oh,
Dang
he actually hit with Shillelagh.
Yeah, and claws?
If Camille's punch is fine, then the hex claws are fine.
Okay. Moving on.
I think we also decided that kitty claws were fine as well. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Natural weapons.
Natural weapons. Okay. So you're just preparing to jump?
Yep. I'm out of spell slots. I'm completely useless right now.
Meralda.
Wow.
Ooh.
She doesn't know what's going on, but she sees a weird head in the center of the room and a bunch of small shit swarming over it, so she shoots at that weird head and the small shit swarming over it.
Which one is she aiming for, 3 or 4?
I don't know if she's aiming for 3, 4, or the head. A D3?
Or the hag.
That's true.
D4?
Yeah.
Okay, hag is 4, the head is 1, 2 and 3 are the robots.
All right.
Hit a robot.
She hits a robot. She hits like 5 robots. I'll say she goes for number 3.
Should it be a disadvantage?
Nope.
Is there any light here?
Shiny man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shiny man.
Hi, me.
Which
What?
we may need to deal with at some point.
What'd I do?
You're shiny.
Ooh.
Anything else?
That's it for her. She's just reloading and going, the fuck?
Okay, Kara.
Do you want to have Gormon go on 7 as well, since all the NPCs are there?
She can only
Germon?
move 15. So.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Boss is it. She can only move 15.
Okay. Germon?
Crossbow.
I believe. That hits! What's he attacking? Which one?
Number 2.
Okay, so I'll say it was the other swarm. For a whole 4 damage. Look at these two! They're doing great! Emma!
I'm gonna tell Mills to go up and attack number 4.
Okay. Uh, 12 misses.
I'm gonna shoot bow and arrow at number 4.
24 hits. You managed to get like 3 of them lined up. This is at number 4. Okay.
This is half damage.
Yes. That one has shrunk down in size considerably. Anything else? Riswin.
4 is still the big one underneath everything, yes?
Yes. The little drills on top of the heads of the individual robots are like drilling into the glass. It's starting to crack.
Can I use... I don't know how this works, but can I use one of my attacks to shove them off of it?
Yeah, you can make a shove attack.
I think that's just... like the same as an unarmed attack? I don't actually remember.
You
how
make a
shove attacks
special
work.
melee... So this is considered one of your attacks.
Yeah.
You make a athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics check. And if you win the contest, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. You cannot knock these things prone.
Yeah, I want to push them 5 feet away anyway.
Okay.
So
make an athletics check. I am rolling like hotcakes, but you still win.
Mm-hmm.
This way?
Yes. And
Okay.
then...
You make this big sweeping motion in the water, and the force of it just pushes the robots back.
What kind of action is it to pick something up?
It's your interaction.
Yes, it's actually an interaction. You have one interaction per turn. You can just do it.
You can pick up one thing for free.
I will pick up the jar. Well, I'll use my other attack on 3 first, and then I will pick up the jar.
14 misses. You pick up the jar.
I have a jar of
Select
dirt.
the thing there. Rizwin is now holding the jar. Look at all these black circles that I drew. Pert!
I think Pert just sweeps in with his bottle and tries to scoop up a couple more of the drones.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand. You get 2 more drones.
Then he seals the bottle and tries to see whether or not individual drones are enough to actually break the sample vial.
Okay, we will resolve this later. Anything else?
Nope.
Camille.
Shoves
Also,
the hag
you
aside.
took off 1 hit point from number 4 for taking away 2 of the drones.
Just shove the hag aside.
Okay.
And I will punch the enlarger swarm. So I gotta toggle radiant consumption on and off with 1 attack.
That
Yeah,
hits.
he's back.
Whoo!
Who needs a monk?
Whoo-wee!
Ouch.
Camille the monk. 17 hits. It's still just barely hanging in there.
And then burn and holy fire.
Number 4 is consumed by holy fire. Number 3 still has a little bit of life left in it.
We all take damage too.
Yep.
Including the hag.
Hack, Fire, Rizweed, Melas, and Bert.
How much is it?
5.
Half my temporary HP.
Swarm of robots is gonna try and eat Rizwin.
No,
They
don't
want
do
the
it.
thing she's holding.
Can't have it.
Chomp chomp.
Haha.
Does not even come close.
Wait, that thing got spore in the face.
Ooh, spores. There's one singular robot swimming around Rizwin. Fire!
And I think she's just doing an incredibly comical version of like putting her hand on the head of someone trying to punch her.
Yeah.
I'll just finish noting numbers. And well, whack.
Give me a disadvantaged whack. That hits!
Whack!
You whack it out of the water!
That's impressive considering we're underwater.
Yeah.
Pew!
Did he just line drive it?
It goes sailing out one of the windows.
Fire goes do-do-do-do-do-do.
Alright, with that, all of the robot swarms are either dead or in a vial that Pert is holding.
I will turn off radiant consumption. So please remove, or I'll remove my own aura.
And it goes back to being extremely dark.
Hannah goes and hide behind fire.
Oh,
I think Meralda says, "What the fuck was that?"
Shiny
Pointing towards
mine.
fire.
Shiny mine hurts.
she is. Both Dramon and Meralda, I think, are looking square at fire, like, what the fuck?
I just glare at it.
She's Hannah. Say hi, Hannah. She gives you like a stitch. Hi.
Boo.
Oh,
They tie? Oh no, wait, that's an investigation. Never mind.
That was strange.
Word
What?
of things.
Pert, what's the investigation for?
He's trying to determine the captured one's activity now that the swarm is broken?
They seem pretty intent on trying to get out of your vial. However, if you're if it's just like a regular a test tube vial, there's not a lot of space in there for them to maneuver, so they're having trouble positioning themselves to crack and drill out of the glass. Watching them swim around and try to get out, and looking at the state of your jar, which does have cracks in it and is leaking preservative fluid, you think a glass jar is maybe not the best place to keep these things if you want them around long term.
Yeah, but I can't pour mercury into it until we get out of the water. Or wax. There's a lot of solutions to this problem that I can't do right now.
Yeah.
If
So
he
I
feels
will
reasonably comfortable that it won't break right away, he'll hope that holds and leave it alone.
I will hand the jar back to Pert.
It is leaking preservative fluid.
I will definitely hand the jar back to Pert.
Pert looks at it sadly, pets the doggy, and quietly walks over to the window.
Did you said you pet
You
the
pet the
head?
severed head, pickled severed head of the demon dog.
And he lets it go out the window.
Aww.
Bye-bye. Because it's just gonna keep leaking. There's no way I can fix it here, so... Oh, wait, no. Before he lets it go, he goes over to Zoe. Zoe, can you fix the jar?
So he cast mending on it?
The jar is repaired.
Pert hugs the jar. Thank you,
There
Zoe.
is still a bit of water that has gotten inside.
Yeah.
It's not, dire.
Just need to add more pickling salt.
It tastes vaguely salty in here now.
Oh.
I was gonna say vinegar, but yeah. They must have been triggered by something in the genetics of the hellhound. Maybe the infernal magic. Something set them off.
That unfortunately tracks. Looking sideways at Zoe.
I mean, Angel's gonna age. Just like Platinum Harmony's gonna plat. That's Nibble saying that, not Rizwin. Rizwin is in the middle of... I almost said a really awkward thing. Investigating this chest.
Okay. Make me perception or an investigation check.
I'm just more...
Are you just looking at it?
Just gonna open it.
Oh, it is locked. In fact, you see that there are 3 locks on the outside of this chest. One of them is, very, very damaged, like somebody tried to force their way into it.
Recently? Like with fresh scratches on the metal?
I don't know that you can tell that.
Okay. I will let the expert deal with the locks. Bert?
Yeah, I will not attempt to get into it that way.
Pert quietly rehooks the zombified hellhound head back to his belt and wanders over to help Rizwin.
Wait, it is not zombified. It is not animate. Please, God.
As you're examining the chest, Pert, you hear Meralda from the door say, "Well, what are we waiting for?"
We're investigating, I think.
Are they here?
We don't know yet. And I give her a look like,
She
calm
can't
the fuck
fucking
down.
see you.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
There's a chest. Something looks like someone tried to get in it. Might be
Looks like
important.
they may have messed with it.
Well, if they didn't take it, then it's obviously not what we're looking for.
I'm gonna
Do
go
you
up to Mer.
always run everything blind to everything, or do you actually try and figure things out beforehand?
The more time we spend on this, the farther ahead they get.
Okay,
They could have what they're looking for and be out already, and we would have no idea.
Jamie,
Yes?
can I do an insight to see if part of why she is irritated is because she cannot see well?
Make an insight check.
Wow.
Maybe a little bit. Swimming around in the darkness for hours while everybody else can see probably really sucks. But she also just seems to be like laser focused on finding these people, strapping them, figuring out what they're doing.
So
like she was like that before you guys got down here.
So she's us when we were chasing the wizard.
Kind of.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to her, touch her shoulder, and cast dark vision.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I'm sorry I left you behind of it. I misjudged how necessary it was, and I didn't want to use all of the resources. I'm sorry I left you in the dark, literally. It was rude of me. We will do the best that we can, okay? We're trying our best. We have learned that if we rush into things, sometimes you end up in the frying pan. And trust me, I've been there. Okay, so we might not know all the answers, but we're trying the best, okay?
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh man.
Ooh. Now that she can kind of see what's going on, and she can just barely see Rizwan and Pert looking at this chest out of the corner or at the edge of her dark vision. She surveys the room and looks back to you and says, "Hurry the fuck up."
We will.
And she actually goes. She exits the room. She goes back out into the hallway.
Shrug emoji.
And I think slowly Kara starts swimming after her. In the meantime, Pert!
Yo.
There are 3 locks on this chest. One of them, upon examination, which one of these is your investigation rolls? Which is for what?
The 27 would be Pert and Rizwind working over the chest.
Okay.
The 29 was the vial with the robots.
Sure. So there are 3 locks. One of them, the one that has damage, is open. It is broken. The other 2 are locked. With a 27, you're pretty sure that the middle lock has some sort of magic on it. You're not sure that you necessarily have the tools to be able to pick it, but you think the one on the right you could probably pick if you're like really on point. But it looks like a tough lock.
Pert takes a deep breath, hands Rizwind his toolkit, and tries to work on the right lock.
Okay, roll me the lockpicking.
Definitely not on point.
22 is still enough, but it takes you like almost a minute of slowly working at it. DC was 20.
This water stuff is making this harder. I can't use my oils properly.
Mm-hmm. But it does eventually click open. There is one lock left.
Hey, Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't tend to specialize in this kind of magic, but there is a lock here that seems to have some kind of magic related to it. Can you try to take a look at it and see if you can figure it out?
Zoe seems distracted, but finally goes over and has a look at it. What you want, Jamie?
Give me an Arcana check.
Assisted?
Sure. So this is like the magic around this lock is not a trap, it is like magically locked. You're pretty sure that dispel magic would work. Or maybe like a spell that is specifically designed to open a lock.
I think we'll have to come back in the future to look at this.
A shame. At least we know where it is now.
Unless somebody else has dispel magic.
I'm out.
Unfortunately, not knock either.
I don't know if Rizman says this out loud, but can she evaluate whether or not her dispel magic would work on it?
What do you mean?
A big fucking hammer.
I feel like a big fucking hammer is going to go swinging down, and the second it hits, it just kind of stops. Or a magical lock is kind of pointless.
Is it a magical hammer that does dispel magic?
No. It just smash.
I think you would probably be able to figure out like the chest, aside from like the one lock that's broken, like the chest is in very good condition. You think that it's also probably magically reinforced.
Okay.
Not to say that it's necessarily impossible, but it would take a very long time and maybe some chisels.
We don't have time for it right now.
We will make a mental note to return to this later, but
How
let's
heavy
actually
is it?
not forget.
Hopefully. I know we're in a rush. Quick look around the room.
Mm-hmm.
Anything stand out aside from the chest?
Make me a perception check.
Zoe is noticing a book here.
This is not actually here. This was just the best map that I could find.
Damn it.
It is hard to find underwater indoor maps.
It still looks like the centerpiece of the room. There is anything there for Zoe?
Perception. Make me a perception check, Zoe. It's like probably 150 pounds, David. It's really, really heavy.
That's not an advantage. That was a 14.
Okay. So like these desks here, these are all stone. They're pretty like pristine condition. Anything that might have been on them, or like these chairs that you see, that has all disintegrated. These are stone bookshelves. They're all empty. Zoe, this is also a stone table, but you notice there's like a bit of pockings in one of the corners. like something damaged the stone, which is it's like the first time that you've seen one of these like bits of stone that's been like damaged in some way.
There's no way to tell if that was recent, is there?
You suspect that it was not. Looking around in the back of the room, you actually do find something. You find a little clay jar that has a crack at the top, and looking in, there's these little skinny shards of some kind of like crystal that is like kind of yellowish, that you don't really recognize immediately.
Pocketed for later.
Pert attempts to do the same thing with the chest, takes about 3 steps, puts it down, and looks like he strained his back.
Alrighty.
I have a minor role-playing moment.
Mhm.
First of all, Hannah uses her ability to look as an old lady still of a horrible hag, so she's more pleasing. And fire goes to Amma. Say, Amma. Hannah asks if she can pet Melas because she's lurking from behind the shoulder.
That's up to Melis.
Melis is sniffing at something beside one of the desks.
She comes close and slowly put the hand reach so Melas can smell.
Melis sniffs her hand and seems like okay. He seems to be a little bit better with strangers now.
Pet.
He has something in his mouth, though.
What?
I'm gonna investigate what's in Melis's mouth.
Melis will reluctantly give it up to you if you wish. It is like, it looks kind of like a tail. It is this like gray kind of ratty thing that looks kind of 3/4 chewed. It's pretty gross. It was right where the original 3 swarms were sitting before.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It's not big. It's like maybe the size of your hand.
Possibly some sort of infernal or demonic familiar?
Maybe.
Is it fresh?
Oh, yeah.
Let's just put that down.
Melis starts sniffing it again.
Okay. There's nothing else here that we can see. Any last things we want to do? Because I think our
we should
frustrated friend is going to start stabbing us soon if we don't leave.
Should probably get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
Me trying to figure out how to remember to come back for this chest later. Because I know I'll forget.
Grabs notebook, writes into notes.
Wait. Rizwan might be able to carry it still.
No.
We will remember. I don't know if we're gonna be able to.
Yes.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Okay.
Pushes it to the edge of the window so that it's sort of visible from outside.
It's already like kind of partially outside. It is like, it's a very odd thing to be right there. But you leave this room behind. Do you, like, the door wants to close, as you leave? Do you try to like prop it open or you just let it close?
Like magically?
No, like that's just the way the door swings.
Yeah.
It wants to be closed.
Could put a little rock in there.
yeah.
I mean, it should be fine.
Okay.
As we leave the room, I'll just stop and turn back to Zoe and just ask her if she's all right.
I'm fine.
Insight check.
Insight check from everyone in a 500-foot radius.
Except for Pert.
Mm. Yeah,
Wow.
everything's fine.
Oh,
All
sorry
right,
about
fine.
that.
I literally can't beat that.
I could, but I'm busy.
Zoe's designed to was Zoe was trained to be basically a diplomat.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Perhaps Camille thinks that she was just a little shaken up by surprise combat.
I mean, he can still have suspicions that she's worried about the fact that she was targeted because of her heritage. Whether or not that's true or not, he can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
But he can still have his suspicions.
So you all exit this room. You don't see Meralda or Kara. But you all can make a perception check.
Can I make a perception check only for Kara?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm sorry I keep doing that.
Fire, you hear noises coming from straight.
That direction.
Okay. And you find, I'm just gonna draw so that you guys get a better idea of what it looks like. So you came in here, and then the hallway split, and then there
Are
was
you
all
on
of
a
these
different
rooms.
layer?
I'm
Below.
below the picture.
Oh, okay.
And then, so you're at this fork here.
And
And
the
they
noise
are,
we hear is from ahead?
no, they are down. There's a bunch of extra rooms on this side, and they are down checking these out.
Oh, perfect.
Good.
They're each in different rooms, but these rooms are also all open. I think Kara's in the first one you come to, and as you approach, she says, "Not much in here either."
Okay.
I did find this though, and she holds up a little sculpture of a turtle.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's cute.
Right?
I will say PogChamp.
I'm sorry, you'll say what?
Pog.
Fire says Pog?
Something we do
I
back in the
heard
day.
pawn shop.
Pawn shop. Don't worry about it. I'm making a joke. I'm just saying that good job. Nice find.
Thanks. She swims over to you and hands it out to you.
To me?
Yeah.
But why? It's yours.
Well, thanks for being able to see.
Oh, thank you.
You now have a little turtle statue, statue, sculpture.
Yay.
Um,
Fire pushes a bit.
Morale is in the room. next door to this one, going over little bits of broken stuff that are left in the silt.
Rizwin very badly wants to be like, come on, hurry up. But
Mhm.
in interest of keeping the peace, she does not.
Okay.
So, did you check all these 4 rooms, or just one, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Okay.
There's not... This is just a bunch of rocks.
Well, I think we need to go in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
We should be thinking on actually doing a rest at some point. If we find actual bodies, we're gonna be a little bit tapped out. Not yet, but soonish.
Pert double checks the pile of rocks while they're talking.
Okay. You go, like, swim back and just once over these 2 far rooms.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said something about a pile of rocks. Pert's gonna go look into it.
Yes. So you do see, like, most of them are, like, into little pieces now. Various kinds of rock, semi-precious gemstone. Some of these might be worth money, although most of them are in pretty poor condition.
Yep. Pert pockets the assorted gemstones and any of the minerals that appear to be a rarer metal.
Sure. Make me a nature check.
Yes, that is a skill that Pert has.
30.
Jesus Christ.
Give me a sec. You do find a couple pieces in the far room, a couple pieces of, like, this grayish brown rock that, like, looks kind of like pumice. Like, it's got a bunch of holes in it, but it's not quite the same. That you're not quite sure what it is. Most of the other stuff you've either, like, you can either tell what kind of rock it is, like you've seen it, or you're like, I'm pretty sure I know what this is. This is something you're not familiar with.
Alright. And on his way back to rejoining the group, Pert just quietly, sleight of hands, the semi-precious stones into Rizwin's jewelry bag.
Okay. There's a few bits of like garnet. There's one that, like, is actually intact. It's like a very tiny sculpture out of amethyst of a fish. That's, like, maybe only a couple inches across.
What's your passive, Rizwin?
You beat it by 1.
My
Rizwin, you do
D4
not know
pays
this.
off.
So, you find a couple of cool things, but nothing... I mean, whatever you find, it seems like the cult might have just left it.
Yeah. What's important here is that there wasn't a, I don't know, say, adamant ingot just sitting around
Nope.
for 300 years.
Nope. It seems like this, like, row of rooms was mostly, like, rocks.
I mean, it is an interesting topic to give lectures on because there's these materials that cause... And starts telling the DM about stupid shit. Anyways.
I will say that the special rock that you found that you don't know what it is, it looks like that. It's uploading... Oh, this is in the cat channel!
Cats like
You
rocks.
full of me.
I saved it.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know if any of y'all know what that is.
Ooh.
Looks like pumice.
I want to say it's some kind of like tungsten
It's-
tin thing, but
Yeah, it does kind of look like pumice, but it's very hard.
I've seen that before.
Uh-huh.
Well, Rizwin might discover it eventually in her pocket.
I mean, this one's not shiny. I don't know if Pert kept this.
Pert kept that one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She has all of the others in her gem pouch, though. Just a bunch of random shiny things that she'll notice next time she opens up her jewelry bag.
Is there
Okay.
anything I should specifically note down, or no?
Amethyst fish.
Oh my god, so many cute things.
While you two are noting down your new finds, I will say that the group continues down the hall, and we're going to take a quick break here.
Sounds good.
Oh, doing reverse image search just for OOC. It's a moon rock.
I assume that. Yep.
Yeah, David, you can write moon rock in your inventory.
Okay, I'll change it from gray-brown rocks to moon rock.
I thought of Moonrock because of the dice. The die saying the size, sides,
Mhm.
but I didn't. But
I'm gonna go AFK for a few minutes
Okay. Yeah, everybody
And-
take a break.
and just deafen myself for a minute.
the break.
I smell like a Christmas tree.
Just. Do you know who the best person to play Uncle Ben would be?
Who's the rice guy?
No, the Spider-Man's uncle,
Oh, who?
Sean Bean.
Oh yeah.
The most killed actor to play the most killed character.
He'll just start off dead.
They just have a picture of Sean Bean on a counter somewhere.
Oh my god, they should have done that in the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Like, not bothered to, show the thing dying. Just have a picture of Sean Bean hiding somewhere in the apartment.
I am back.
Yeah.
You know what, Nibbles?
What?
I freaking love Hannah immediately. The hag.
She gonna be coming around more often?
I think so. She's cute.
Stop by for a visit.
Ah, my eye.
Still bothering you?
I was talking with my mom about that. I think it's something that comes through the air. It only happens Sunday afternoon. Like any other day, it doesn't happen.
It's weird.
And it's been happening for a while now.
Back.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Bless you.
No.
So, hard question, but how are you guys doing in COVID related in your area?
Not great.
Are you going? Is the thing going back to quarantine?
We are. Kind of.
I think the United States is just kind of tired of quarantine at this point and has decided not to.
Back.
We are in orange despite having worse numbers than we ever had when we were in red for a year and a half because our premier quit and they had a party election for the new premier and the provincial election's not for another year and a half. So this person that wasn't elected by the people is now not doing their job because they weren't elected, so they don't have to do their job.
I mean, the premier is never elected by the people. They're just an MP.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that at least during the last election, there was a vote on who got to be in charge, and as much as I didn't care for him, he did his job.
So that's not how Canadian politics work. You vote for your local member of parliament, whoever is the whoever has the most seats, their leader becomes. It's always the party who picks their leader.
Yeah.
It's never you voting on the actual person.
I know that, and I realize you're probably just trying to make sure there's no confusion with the non-Canadians, but I'm just more talking about the fact that there was a really annoying person replacing the person that wasn't great, but at least was doing his job. Because he would actually do conferences and, what do you call it, talking to cameras. And she just keeps disappearing for 2 weeks. And then when there's enough talk about how, the numbers are worse again, there might be a news release 2 days later. It's been really bad here.
Oh well.
Yeah.
The world is where the world
Mhm.
is right now.
Yes.
Actually, I just learned today that one of my coworkers got COVID. He's okay.
Oh, good.
And I haven't seen him since December 29th or something.
Double vaxxed?
Yeah, I don't know if he's had his booster yet or not.
Are those reasonable to get out down your way, Quasta, or is it because you're getting a different vax altogether anyways, not a concern yet?
We already start with the fourth.
Okay.
Anyways, is everybody back?
Hello.
Hello.
I think I heard everyone. Missed?
Meow.
Wow.
Actually, I could use another second here to
Reading
myself.
this article on Scoria is fascinating, by the way, Jamie.
Yeah. Okay. Back to it then. You continue to swim down a dark hall. Everybody has dark vision now.
Hmm. And we're probably about 6-ish, 7 hours into whatever day it is.
I think that that's fair. So it's like mid-afternoon.
Hmm. I'm going to suggest we push on until we start feeling physically tired.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a way to tell time. So I think that's the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you're swimming down the hallway, Jermon comes up beside you, Pert. Does find anything interesting?
A few fascinating rocks. Other than that, sadly, nothing of immediate obvious value.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they have this undersea civilization, I am not surprised I'm not finding any books or writing, but I mean, there could have been, and it's just all weathered away.
Are we sure it's an undersea civilization? Because everything I've seen here doesn't really show this is designed for people who live underwater.
Also, could have
What-
meant that the cultist passed through and grab anything of value.
Yeah, what I meant, bad phrasing, was that this civilization seems to have been submerged all simultaneously, not slowly drifting into the sea. The example I'd use is a fascinating recent find in Egypt along the Mediterranean Sea. They've been finding ruins from cities, and not the whole city, obviously, just the parts that fell into the sea.
Sorry, I think there's confusion. That was Kamel correcting Pert if he said under the sea.
Yeah, no, I just meant that the whole city somehow is simultaneously submerged.
Mm-hmm. He's quiet for a minute and then says, it'd be kind of cool to come back when we're not. Waves his hands towards the front of the group.
Pert, very... Too... Okay, do you know the stereotype when I say hyper fangirl?
Yeah.
For 2 seconds, Pert hyper fangirls about the archaeological value of this city to brain turned off to
Mm-hmm.
Thanid's people.
Your mom.
The Asimar?
Yeah, the
Or
Azamar as a culture. Because
Mhm.
holy shit, this might be a city from their culture from like 10,000 years ago or something.
That would be a misnomer. Our culture is Karkaman culture, not
Yeah,
Asimar culture. It is the same, regardless of your heritage.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my bad.
So they're unrelated or not?
Maybe.
OOC, to describe it kind of vaguely OOC-ish, it would be the same way Viking culture is related to current Norwegian culture.
So, massively ancient splinter group.
Precursor.
Yeah.
Would that be the best way to say it, Jamie?
Sure.
Potentially?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is an important, massive, ancient milestone in your history, even if it is so far unrelated that it's not direct.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like finding the Indus River Valley civilization and going, oh, this is where a lot of major cultures came from.
This is where people started.
Yeah. You can make a religion out of that.
No, don't.
Too late, we did.
17 of them.
Okay. Sorry, I was vaguely focused on Discord modding for a second.
That's okay.
Because no one else is around. We're just gonna continue on down the hallway then.
Yeah.
I believe we have a fork choice to make.
Nope. You already made it.
Oh, sorry.
It just made this little loop here. So you are now continuing on straight.
Here we go.
Away we go.
But you do come to another fork. I'm just gonna keep.
Is that Driswin?
Yeah. You do after a while. Let me come to another fork that looks like this.
What's this with this hallway and forks?
They ran out of spoons.
So which way do we go? Or maybe it's like the other one and it loops.
Hmm. Do we see anything?
Nope.
Is this supposed to be larger than the previous hallway, or is that
Yep.
just hand drawing?
No, it does. You can't see the corners.
Okay, so it is
From where you
significantly
are.
larger.
Yeah.
I say let's go that way, says Hannah.
Maybe we should split up.
Meralda actually pipes up. It would allow us to cover a lot more ground.
Okay. Do we agree of not engaging and coming back to find the other group if we find anything?
Yes, I think that's incredibly smart considering we know we're running low on resources currently.
Split the party!
Only if it's okay with the DM, because that changes their focus.
No, that's totally fine.
Okay.
I was half joking when I made that, but let's do it.
We're doing it.
Okay,
Who's
who's going where?
How
Let's
many
make
are
this
we?
easy and put all of our tokens here to decide.
this will represent? Should this represent the NPCs they have with us?
I think the NPCs need to be counted individually.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's
We'll
the
just
hags,
assume the hag goes with fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And Hag doesn't want to go with.
and we'll assume that Kara's going with Camille because
Mhm.
attached sibling stuff. All right, we have an Anna and a Zoe.
Amma, Zoe, and
And
Juan, and
German.
yeah.
And Malice.
Perp.
Well, Melis will just go with Amma.
Yeah.
Malice is going to go back to that room.
Chew toy.
Chew toy.
Missed? Time? Okay. Who just disappeared?
The hag. It
Oh.
was confusing that it seems like a one more character, but it's gonna disappear. Ama.
So where are people going again?
We're placing our tokens down below the picture where the drawing of the hallway is.
One party is
Like-
going up, one party is going down.
We don't know any difference between the hallways, just different directions.
Room to draw.
I just realized it's Pert and the Loud Party.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna join the not loud party.
Am I the not loud party?
You're not wearing plate armor.
Ah, that kind of loud.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
think
thought it was
with
the
this
other
in
kind of loud.
consideration, Pert will be like 20 feet ahead of the party minimum, just doing the whole, I'm gonna scout ahead quietly since you are all, even in water, a little noisy.
Okay.
So 4 PCs south, 2 PCs north.
Yeah. This is good. You've split up the two people who can move in water freely.
This is true.
Okay. So north party. You continue on a bit, and then you see a corner.
Oh god, a corner, we're screwed. Run away.
And the hall continues past your dark vision. You see rooms on either side. They're all open. You can just kind of glance into them. The rooms on the left, they all have open windows that look out into the wide open rest of the lake. The rooms on the right also have windows. And beyond them, you can see some sort of like outside. Some sort of outside. The south group sees more or less the same thing. There are rooms on the right that have windows that look to the outside, and rooms on the left that have windows that look inward, but it also looks like there's... Maybe I should just come out and say it, that there's some sort of like garden or
Courtyard or something.
courtyard, something that's in here.
Take a more detailed look around, I guess. And it's a big open room.
Okay. Poking through the rooms, there's like just about every other place in here, there's not a lot left. You find bits of stone and clay, some rounded shards of glass. Kara holds up a very heavily corroded, like a medallion of some kind.
We make anything else up? Make anything out on it?
No. South group, are you also just poking through rooms?
Poke, poke, poke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You find much of the same. There's not a lot. Somebody in the south who's looking in the like this. Let me ping this side.
Yeah, I'll go on the left side of the hall.
Okay. You find in one of the rooms a little metallic bird, just lying on the ground.
Like the same kind that I have a live one of in my pack.
Yep.
Can I? Is it like dead or sleeping or
Uh,
deactivated or damaged or what?
I mean, it's laying on the ground, not moving. Do you want to poke it?
I will, like, I won't poke it. I'll actually, like, envelop it with my hand.
Okay. It does not move.
Can I take, like, a closer look to see if it's damaged or?
Yeah, it does seem... Sorry, I'm eating. It does seem to be, like, not working. Like, you don't see any sign that it's just sleep, quote unquote, sleeping. But you don't see any other, like, major signs of damage.
Okay. In the backpack it goes.
Okay. From across the courtyard... Actually, no, your dark vision doesn't extend that far. Ignore that. Everybody, please make me a perception check.
South or north, or both?
Both.
Womp womp.
Everybody.
Including NPCs. That's a 16.
Is that 30 for now or before? David?
That was...
The 30 was just rolled now.
yeah.
Okay.
He was the first roll, then me, then Fire, then Seahag, then Kara, and everyone else needs to roll still.
Pert is now on point now that he has some pumice stone to keep him from being distracted.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a fidget cube for Vidalkin.
Perception, wisdom.
Yes. Okay. Let's start with Amma. Amos, while you're poking through one of the rooms, just looking through like some of the corroded materials, you notice a couple of little see-through creatures that you think are probably spirits. They don't look like regular sea creatures. There's this like little, almost looks like a floating pink ring that is like, how do I describe the motion of it? Like sort of constantly folding in on itself to move through the water.
Like a jellyfish, only looping in on itself.
Yeah, kind of like that. And it's just like going through this back and forth through this silt.
Interesting.
Mills kind of bats at it a couple of times. Who rolled like above a 10? You notice, as you're going through the rooms, like there's silt in the water. There's even a couple of like divots in the silt. You get the sense that like something or somebody might have been poking around through here. In addition, Pert, as you are scouting up ahead, away from the rest of the group, you hear voices. Very, very muffled, but you're pretty sure that they're humanoid. With a 30, you can even kind of pick out some of the words. You hear somebody say something about another one, and then you hear, "Well, fucking hurry up then."
Directionally, the garden or down the hall?
Down the hall.
Okay. And how many voices? How many distinctive enough to tell apart voices?
You heard 2 distinct voices.
Okay. So Pert holds up 2 fingers just so that way the rest of the party behind him can make out that he's motioning that he knows that there's something ahead, and makes the talking motion with his hand before continuing on in stealth mode now.
Ooh, 27. Very nice. South group, you don't hear anything. You continue along down the hall, poking through rooms.
And sorry, you had mentioned a courtyard. Is that in between the 2 hallways?
Yes.
So, like, if we look out a window, we can see over here?
You would be able to if your dark vision extended that far.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, so I have no idea. All right.
Yeah.
Next room.
You could probably pick out a couple of like statues and stuff, but it's mostly covered in seaweed and crud now.
Well, I mean, I guess I can use my spatial awareness to realize that there's an open area here, and then that is on the other side of it, probably.
Yeah, like it's not it's not a big leap of logic.
Yeah.
Emma.
I do, in fact, have object permanence.
Yes. As you're moving on to the next room, you notice, like, you just kind of glance behind you and you notice this little pink ring is following you, just looping it on itself, moving through the water slowly.
New spirit friend.
Mm-hmm. It's traveling at like half your speed. It's just slowly trucking along behind you. Okay, so top group, which is German and Kara and Kamel, you all see Pert hold up 2 fingers up ahead of you.
Okay, is Pert going to investigate, or is he?
He went into stealth mode, so yeah.
Okay.
Kara looks up to you. Kamel, do we wait?
I just put my fingers to my lip and just nod.
She listens very intently from behind you.
She rolled a better perception than I did.
Dramon is also able to take a cue. Pert, you get towards the end of the hall, and you see a corner that goes around, just like the other room, or the other space that you were in. You notice, both on the inside and the outside, some doors.
So a door on the hallway? Or a door into a room?
A door into, sorry, I haven't drawn this very well. So there's like a door here into this room, and like a door on the other side, and a door on the other side, and a door on the other side. There's like 4 rooms, 2 on each side, that actually have doors.
Alright, with nothing in sight, Pert will go back far enough that he can see the others and wave them forward. Just so that way he's not leaving them standing in the middle of the hallway 200 feet back.
Okay. Make me another perception check. Or what is your passive?
20.
Okay. As you're like swimming back towards the others, you think you hear like you hear a sound that is kind of like this, like almost like a. I don't know how to make the sound effect of a door opening underwater.
Hmm?
Sure, because it wouldn't squeak, right?
You might get a bloop from like pressure
Yeah.
differential.
The,
There's-
I imagine those metal doors of submarines, like.
And the squeaky
You might get a groan.
Yeah. I appreciate all of the onomatopoeia. You get some sort of like a thwomp and a groan that you think might be a door opening.
And Pert rushes back to the three of them, gives them his quick 2-second update, and asks them to come to the corner just in case, because there are a whole lot of doors up ahead. Actual doors.
Kara looks up at you, Camille, and says, "I'll follow your lead."
I'll follow behind it. Like Pert motioned us forward.
Yeah, like I said from the beginning, I want to get you at least up to the corner, possibly closer to the corner of the doorway, so that way, if something does happen when he starts messing around with the doors, it's not, oh, wonder what happened to Pert. He's been gone for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then once they're set up as close as he feels comfortable, probably around the corner or just, by the doors but out of sight, he will go up to the first door and start listening for movement, since he swore he heard a door open.
Sure. As you get up to where you can see the 4 doors, you see that this one right here is ajar. As Pert is investigating this, the 5 on the south are starting to get up to the corner too. Emma keeps like stopping and waiting.
And I'm stopped too. I don't know what's in it. Maybe he has the rumblers in the stomach and needs to stop.
You also start to round the corner. But as you're doing that, I'm gonna get a decision from Pert first.
So one door is ajar, no other immediate passive perception sounds?
With a 20, I think you can hear some sounds from the room that has the ajar door.
The hat.
Mhm.
He's pretty perceptive, right?
Who? Camille?
Yeah, Camille has
No,
decent-
no, not at all.
No, like his insight. When Pert
Oh,
does a hand motion to
yes.
try to make, hey, there is noise from this room, he's going to understand that hand motion.
I'm sure he would, yes.
Yeah, we've worked together long enough to understand our hand signals. Like, it's been the better part of a year at this point, I think, in game.
Yeah. So Pert,
No, it's been less than 6 months, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
we're definitely at the 6-month mark.
We're
minimum.
getting close to
Yeah.
6 months, I think.
Yeah.
That being said, Pert does that noise signal and creeps towards the door, so that way he can try to find out whether that's a solo person or the whole group. So what he's going to do is he's going to watch the open door while going up to the closed, noisy door to see if there's any movement coming from the open door first.
The open door is the one that has the noise.
Oh, okay. So then he creeps to the corner so he can watch the open door to see what's going on.
Okay. I think at this point, whoever's in the lead in the south group, you round the corner, as you're starting to walk.
Can we
Unless
see-
someone wants to say otherwise, it's probably me.
Okay.
Followed
I
by
think-
Zoe.
How long is the hallway, I guess is what I'm trying to ask Jamie.
You can't quite see Pert yet. But you do notice on this side there are 2 closed doors.
I will also say, like, I'm not intentionally making a lot of noise, but I'm not trying to move stealthily.
Okay.
I'm just being normal.
Yeah. My lovely, lovely drawings. There's 2 closed doors on this side. Are you just listening, Pert, or are you looking?
I'm gonna look.
Okay.
Pert's confident enough in his stealth that he's gonna risk it.
Okay. So, peeking through the door, you see a figure in dark leathers kneeling on the ground, sifting through debris. He picks something up, mutters to himself, and tosses it back onto the floor.
And
You
this-
can't quite see what's in the back of the room.
This appears to be the same dark leathers as the cultists we were following.
Yes.
Pert attempts to ambush him. I'm not trying to do a fatal blow, I'm just trying to do a head bonk, knock you out. But with Pert's sneak attack bonus, I would like to try to say that he just tries to deal that one solid knock you out blow.
It's just one person.
You said it was one, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And we can see Pert still from our end.
You can see, you see Pert go into the room.
So I have
Like-
a rough idea of what he's trying to plan. It's like,
You see him swimming slowly, and then gets in.
Give me a sec.
I've had this coded on my sheet for long enough, it might as well be tried.
Where the there it is. I don't think. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a thing for knockout?
I have an unarmed strike, which is a 1d4 plus strength, bashing, non-lethal damage.
Okay. You are snuck. Make it an advantage. That hits. To a regular person, this would have been like a one-hit knockout. And even to this guy, like, you come up from behind, and like get him in the back of the head. And he stumbles and falls to his hands and knees and looks back up at you with surprise.
I think whatever noise Pert can make immediately to say that didn't work, Camille, I need backup. Basically,
I mean,
bashed his daggers together or something.
water is a medium. We can still, and we're water breathing. We can talk in it.
Caw.
You do a camera louder. Ah!
Okay. So you hear Pert make a sound.
Do we hear it?
Make a perception check. Rizwin, you hear a very faint sound from Pert that kind of sounds like fuck.
Whenever I have the ability to do a thing, I will double time it there.
How How far away am I from the guy on the floor?
I think you can get into the room. Because don't forget you are swimming.
Okay.
And
It's more range of spell, I guess, is.
Sure. So you can you and Karen German can get into the room as he is trying to struggle up to a standing-ish position. As you enter the room, you hear a voice just say, "Fuck!"
From where?
Kind of in his direction, but you didn't see his mouth move. I need you, if you want to do something range, Camille, I need you to make me a dexterity or
Athletics?
Nope.
It's a spell, so it's not really range?
This is to see if you beat the thing.
The thing that happens.
Who gets the thing off first.
Okay. It's just a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Go 0.
Not bad.
Okay, we tied.
Roll again.
Sure.
Well, it should go off the dexterity mod.
Oh, yeah, what's their dexterity mod?
11.
Same.
Okay, I rolled a 14. I'm keeping this in because I don't want you to know what this is.
That's fine.
He disappears. A bunch of things happen very quickly. So he disappears. The 4 of you are in this room. As he disappears, you can suddenly see into the back of the room. As there was a darkness spell covering a bunch of light.
Uh-oh.
As that also happens, Rizwin, you hear very faintly another voice say fuck. And then out of this door here, 2 people in dark leathers open it and rush out with a big beam.
What
Like
do you mean
a wooden beam?
Yeah. And rush to put it in the handles of this door.
Well, I'm not having that.
I'm assuming we don't have a map for this.
We don't.
Okay.
I see the value on taking 5 minutes to make a proper drawing.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
It is still gonna be a hand-drawn.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's fine.
but-
If it's just a 20 by 20, 30 by 30, whatever, 60 by 60 grid.
Yes. I didn't expect you guys to break off.
Break separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there is a room here.
Would we not have been fast enough to catch up to them here if we hadn't?
Well, I don't know what would have happened, but y'all might have been in the one room together.
Might have been more us breaking down door.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
So you guys are in this top room, group north.
Okay.
The hallway is
Put ourselves
here.
there.
Yeah, this is the hall.
Let's just let her finish building the map first.
This is not 100% to scale, and then this is the hall that goes out this way.
There's a
Let
hall
me
there,
find
okay.
some door tokens.
Or just do
So-
a double thick box.
Is the corner
Yeah,
here
that's
or here?
Or just
It's
two.
down. Yeah, it's down where you are.
Okay.
Jamie, if it's easy, just do 2 hashes
Like
to
that.
indicate a door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a door.
That's a door. How do I erase?
Use the arrow tool, highlight the one specific thing, and delete it.
I don't know if I can. No, because I want to delete. Ugh. That's fine.
Go to the one below the arrow, and at the bottom there's a line splitter tool.
How does this work?
Just click on the line where you want to split it. And then you can use the arrow to delete a certain part.
Nope, that doesn't seem to have.
Yeah, it did. You just have to do it to both shapes.
Sorry, I should have been more prepared.
It's okay.
So
It's part of the end.
No plan a DM makes survives first contact with their players, especially us.
Yeah, I can't seem to cut this one.
Don't worry, we know
Oh,
it's a
there it
whole.
is.
It doesn't need to be perfect.
It's perfect as long as you say it is.
Okay, there's a hole there.
cool.
I'm sorry, Cathanid.
It's okay.
You don't. Da-da-da. Humanoid. They do not have the fancy masks.
I say they are not Cult of the Dragon cultists.
No.
Or if they aren't swimming around in their fucking masks.
Oh, here, let me use these guys instead.
Also, I will point out this is the first time we will have fought humans aside from the wizard.
Mm-hmm. Whenever. Well, let's see how we proceed here.
And Dramon is also in here. There are a bunch of lights.
Ruh-roh.
It is very, very bright in there. Let's have just like a pseudo. I'll have people roll initiative. Just so that everybody gets to do stuff if they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
So to be
This is
clear,
not like a battle scenario necessarily.
the one per hit is the one that flumps away.
Yes.
I think they both awayed.
That's the question. Was the one per hit and there was another one, or that there was just one?
Pert saw one person, but he heard a voice from
The darkness.
somewhere, something else. And I will say, Pert, it didn't particularly sound like a human to you.
There was a voice in the darkness, and then the person that Pert was trying to knock unconscious just disappeared.
Okay.
Like, to find out for Pert, human, humanoid, or something else.
I guess more importantly, common.
What do you mean common?
Language.
Like you said the voice was not human. Like, are we? I just want to make sure we're not overreading into that. Was it guttural? Was it beautiful?
It sounded. How do I say this? It sounded small.
Okay,
Fuck.
gotcha.
But also really like, kind of rough and gravelly. But there's some like it sounded like it came from something small.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have. Let's see if I can scrounge something up. Emma, I don't think you've noticed anything yet.
Probably not paying too much attention to the spirit.
Yeah, same with Fire. So we'll skip ahead to Riswin because she's the one that saw the cultists bust out of this room.
I think just full movement.
Okay.
is the distances to scale? Like, not perfectly, obviously.
It's
but
close.
you know.
It's close enough for this. It's close enough.
So if we measure how far we can walk, we can go by that number.
Sure.
And then I will say, hold it right there,
Okay.
and use an action surge to hold an attack if they don't.
Okay. You can't attack them from where you are, though.
The fuck I can't.
Oh, okay.
I want to see this.
Camille, there are a lot of lights in this room.
I look at Germond, and this is the door they're trying to bar, right?
And you don't know that
Okay.
at this point.
I look at Germond.
Although it's not necessarily a leap.
Yeah. Well, I look at him regardless and pert and tell him out. And would you say it's about 30 feet? Or...
Yeah.
Well, I can only move 15, so...
Can I give a response that's actually Pert's upcoming turn at the same time, Jamie? Because it's a very basic response.
Sure.
Pert's head tilts 30 degrees to the right, his jaw goes slack, and his eyes go wide, and his pupils dilate. That's Pert's turn.
Pretty lights.
Okay, and I can't see these guys yet, right?
That's correct.
But I can see the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And it's open.
Yes.
And I heard scrambling.
Presumably. Okay.
Turn into mist and boop. Oh, hello.
The two cultists that are swimming along with this bar of wood just like stop dead in their tracks.
Surrender now. That's your only warning.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Kara is going to start swimming for the door.
She moves 15, so...
Okay.
Set of hurt.
Bert, lights are pretty.
Yep, like I said, 30-degree angle, tilt to the right, jaw slack, eyes wide, pupils dilated. The fact he's still standing is because there's water.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
You're not within 10 feet.
But I am a Vidalcan.
Okay. You are not slowed, but you are like it went from being very dark to very bright.
Yeah, brain just shut off.
Oh yeah. Kara is also like trying to desperately shield her eyes. These two, one looks at Camille, the other looks behind at Rizwin, and they both just turn and start swimming their little hearts out.
Can I take...
Okay.
Yeah.
In that configuration...
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. I want them lined up with each other.
Okay.
I was gonna use my action to grapple.
I don't... I guess I'm able to see that they're gonna run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before they do. So I probably would get the attack off before they moved.
That's true. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
In what order do we want to resolve me and Camille?
If they're moving, I think reaction supersedes action, because it is a instinctual reaction. Is that fair to say?
Both
It is a reaction to do a held action, though.
Yeah,
You
you're both using your reactions.
Oh, okay.
Dexterity?
We both have a
I have 12.
Okay, you go first. You're gonna...
You probably don't want to be grappling the guy that's about to get hit with a lightning bolt.
I mean, I'm tough.
Okay, so both of them need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll assist in pushing him in line with Rizwin, because I can see Rizwin.
That makes it okay. So they both take half of this.
Okay.
So they both take 9 lightning damage.
Don't you need to roll an attack too for
Not
the
yet.
actual javelin?
This happens first,
Okay.
and then sorry, go ahead.
So they both take 9.
Yep, and then the second one, I assume that hits.
Uh-huh.
The way this reads, I'm not sure. Does the second one, in addition to taking 11, I'm not raging right now, so they take 11 damage. Do they take another 46 lightning damage, or is that just the?
No, I
they
think
take
that's the lightning, the 46 lightning damage.
yeah, they take the 46 lightning damage and then the physical damage from the javelin.
So he takes 11 as well then.
Okay. This dude is dead.
Oh well.
There is a javelin going right through his chest. There's little cloud of blood just starting to
Can
fill the space around him.
I don't know if this will work, but can I suggest to Kumail as his reaction to boop him with 1 hit point?
Can I stabilize him? Yeah.
I will allow you to do that as your reaction.
Then
I guess we're probably out of combat at this point.
I will use
I mean,
one-
this guy is gonna try to swim his little heart out.
I'll chase him, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, that wasn't the one that I punched, was it?
No.
Okay, cool. Because, yeah,
Not that you can see that. But...
no, but just figured, non-lethal damage and lethal damage stack very specifically, so I figured I'd check in case.
What's your speed, Rizwan?
30, so 15 right now.
Yeah. So, unless you have another ranged attack, like this guy is just gonna swim to try and keep ahead of you. 13 hits.
Okay.
I just realized these are javelins, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
I'm within range.
Yeah, but you're underwater.
Javelins are usable underwater.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
You have to be within the short range.
Hey, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have 20 Does he have 40 movement? Because otherwise he'd be one less further away.
Oh, you're correct. Thank you very much.
In which case he's gonna get fucking Eldritch Blast up the ass.
Okay.
That's a very uncomfortable place to have an Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, that man's
Yeah,
left
well,
an
he
ass
shouldn't
left.
have run away.
it is your turn next. Give me an Eldritch Blast.
I did say it was their only warning. Y'all heard me.
That's true.
Does Camille's reaction change to boop back to life?
Begrudgingly, yes. Because we need answers. And dead bodies can't give us answers. Well,
One blow to the back of the head, one blow to the back of the behind, and this dude is also dead.
Rizwan will also drag him over to Kumail. Or her, I guess. I don't actually know.
They're both guys. Okay. I assume you move away from the door. Allow your friends to come out, Kumail.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, brain.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I will allow you to
Save these poor...
I will say that you can stabilize them. I don't know that they're necessarily awake at the moment.
That's fine.
Rizwan will... But, Kumail might have to stabilize the first one again as Rizwan retrieves her javelin.
Yikes.
I will take off 3 of my 10 healing hands. How's that?
Okay.
That works.
Pert, I don't know that you can necessarily fail the charisma saving throw after being in here for 2 or 3 rounds. Once you have come to your senses from this giant flashbang, basically, you and Kara and Germán are able to swim out.
And I will close the door behind them because light bad apparently for these two, which we'll need to fix at some point still.
I think Pert's acting like someone who's hungover without ever actually having had the alcohol to get that point.
Yeah, Germán is also kind of like groaning with his head in his hands. He's just...
Now, question, as we're sort of regrouping and comparing notes, do we think that there's still at least one more creature out there somewhere?
Pert thinks there's still two creatures out there because neither of these are the black armored person he booped. Right, Jamie?
Yeah, neither of these two are the one that you attacked.
Okay, should we...
I don't think we have time to wait. I think we need to go.
Brisbane checks this room.
There are some stone tables, a stone bench, and that's about it. Also, a window into the courtyard.
Look into the courtyard as far as I can.
Make a perception check. You see seaweed.
My suggestion... I don't know. I would think we should try to get information out of these two, but they also seem to be taking a minute to wake up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Fire. Sorry, my brain just
I see two big routes. We rush through the hallway hoping to find anything because now they know we're here. And they know they're here, so they're gonna rush. If we take an hour, they might not be there when we go to find them. Or we take our time, interrogate them, and see what the hell they were doing in this room.
Plus, we might be able to do a rest.
I just want to ask this question because it's important about our decisions. Does Pert communicate the fact that he heard a small squeaky voice?
Once his head's square, yes, he will communicate that these two are not the one that he was trying to knock out, and there was a very different voice that
Oh, Jesus.
screamed in alarm in response to his attempt to knock out the person. That was not the person's voice.
I will just try to sense anything of that variety within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
You do not sense anything, but that doesn't... you have no idea how far away this thing might be.
I just remember that tail thing we found in the other room. Mm-hmm. What if they have whatever their version is of Zoe's owl? I mean, I think we're all familiar with the familiar spell at this point, given our experiences, right?
Yeah. Did anybody notice if there was a window in the back of that room?
There is no window in the back of that room. In fact, Meralda goes in to check it out. And like a minute later, she comes out and lets you all know that there are 5 like metal scepters that are glowing at the top.
Who wants to come with me to investigate? Who doesn't feel like it's gonna?
I don't feel safe inside that room.
Before any of that, I think we need to make a decision whether we're chilling here or going. Because if we're going, we need to go now. Or I guess I've put another way. If we go in there, I think we're chilling.
I think Meralda would say, just leave them and let's go.
I actually vote for go, go, go.
Yeah, I kind of vote go. They were doing something here, but there's more of them. I think we tie them up and make sure their breathing things are secure. Because they have those breathing scarves, right?
Yes, they both have scarves over their mouth.
Yeah, so they'll survive.
Okay. Tie them securely
Okay.
to the something. I don't know.
We'll tie them to the giant the giant wooden barricade they're going to put across the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Good luck swimming with two people tied to like a 10-foot long piece of oak.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
You start rushing down the hall, presumably towards the fourth figure. And you do remember you saw 4 people ahead of you that went in through the ice. As you're sort of doing this prep and then rushing down the hall, Emma, you notice you have 2 little pink rings following you now.
More friends.
More friends.
I'm assuming Anna doesn't say anything about the friends?
No.
Okay.
And as you go swimming down the hall, they, are traveling at like 10 feet a second, just very slowly making their way along behind you. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight. Unless people have any questions or things they want cleared up now.
Nope.
Just to be sure, I assume it hasn't passed an hour since the other fight.
That's correct. You still have your hag.
Okay.
I wish I had a swim speed for this arc.
Is Pert feeling any other significant side effects?
No, you're doing okay.
I think he, he doesn't have the time to write in his book in details, obviously, because they're underwater, but he is trying to mentally catalog the side effects.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'll get you to make a wisdom or an intelligence check. Maybe an intelligence check. It took you guys like almost a minute of being in that other bright room before you really started to feel significant effects.
He attempts to extrapolate to daylight and realizes the math isn't possible. He doesn't have enough of a data set.
One other thing I would like to say that we probably have Pert, if he's up for it, go ahead faster, sneakily, to try and figure out where they are.
Okay.
Yeah. With the express instruction to not engage and report back ASAP.
Understood. Pert takes his backpack off, passes it to Rizwind, and takes off swimming. It doesn't actually weigh him down, but it weighs him down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much does his backpack weigh?
That's a lot of random things. I'm gonna say probably 30 pounds. Make it 40. There's a lot of books.
I don't think that impacts either of us.
Rizwin is not cucumbered.
Are you zucchini?
At least I think my character sheet has encumbrance turned on.
I mean, you currently have a strength of 20. You have got awful amounts of leeway with encumbrance.
15, so 300 pounds.
If not,
yeah, I'm not even close to that.
You were gonna say, Colossus?
nothing.
So how's everybody doing?
Good.
Sad that my knockout punch wasn't successful. But good.
It was fun.
Yes.
Suggestion for that in the future: you can specify any melee damage as non-lethal even if you're using like your dagger.
I know, but it was the flavor and the fact that I had it coated, so it's like, well, screw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'll say, like, if it had been one of the other two, it would have been like instant knockout.
Yeah, no, this was definitely someone who could take a punch, whereas
Yeah.
the other two would have been unconscious, floating
Yeah.
upside down.
I got to use
get
my
it. It's just
lightning
that
javelin
whole-
again.
Mm-hmm.
Come on! Oh, darn.
Was almost super badass.
But it was fun.
Would have changed a lot of things.
It might not have. The whatever that saved the day would have probably still done the same thing, just with an unconscious body instead of a conscious body.
It's really weird though. Like we definitely didn't see anything other than these two come out of the room, right?
They might have dimension doored or something.
He did just seem to pop.
Outlaw
Yeah.
Dimension Door.
Well, these two also popped though, didn't they?
No, they
No.
came out of this
Oh, okay.
room.
Sorry, I thought they all popped together.
No.
Okay, yeah, so he probably did Dimension Door somewhere. I got a horrible feeling that he's in the courtyard
We'll see.
behind us.
We'll see. Also, I love the fact that I assume this is going to change at some point, but the fact that a lot of us are dealing with being in an unknown environment with movement and everything is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Also frustrating, but kind of fun.
I appreciate.
I mean, as somebody who doesn't move around a lot in combat, it doesn't really affect me.
Well, as someone who uses a big weapon and relies on movement,
Mm-hmm.
it's an interesting change. Frustrating, but interesting.
I also appreciate that Pert and in the other scene the other day, Fire got to have their doing, well, and Rizwan the other day as well, doing a thing during combat that isn't just kill a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've been doing that a lot, and I find it awesome.
Do it while you can.
There are
Yeah,
times when it's
Anti-murder hobos.
yeah. There are times when it's just going to be we need to kill a motherfucker.
Oh
Yeah, threat assessment.
Yeah, I personally, like, I am really glad to get to make the swim speed, like, really, really matter for Amma and Pert, because
Mhm.
something like that, like, it comes up so few times.
Yeah. And like it's interesting that a choice we made 2 years ago in a separate game has influenced the D&D that like the arc that much. Like it's been 4 sessions of dealing with reduced movement speed or having that bonus to movement speed for players.
Yeah.
Also, we're what, 6 sessions in now? 5?
God.
Did we level up?
Not yet.
We are.
I think
Archives.
Just 4, right? Because we didn't play the 26th.
No, we had session 5 on the 19th. So this would be like session 8 or 9. I just haven't moved all my files over to the
Really?
archive
Wow.
folder. Because yeah, we had the second, which was section 6, and then today would be session 7.
Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah.
I've honestly, like, this may sound selfish, but